Good afternoon, Pius. How are you?
I'm good, Casey. It's good to be here.
It's
Very
nice to
awesome
have you
day.
here. It's nice to have you here, Pius.
Awesome.
So, as we begin this interview, I'll just tell us a little bit about Nabo Capital.
Nabo, that's a big one you've asked right there.
Yes.
Because there's a lot to say. We can spend the whole day talking about Nabo.
All right.
But there are only two words
Okay.
that describe why Nabo exists. Financial redemption.
Financial redemption.
Financial redemption.
All right.
We are here for financial redemption. Allow me to explain what we mean by financial redemption. Let me start with the problem that we're trying to resolve. Ever since we went to school, you were told, so many vijana.
Famous song.
Yeah. After reading, you'll get good jobs. And then when you get good jobs, you'll have good lives.
Yeah, true.
I still remember those songs.
Yeah.
And when I started venturing into investment and God started shaping me, fashioning me into my purpose, I started making some very interesting observations.
Okay.
At what age do we retire?
55.
It used to be 55, then they moved it to 60. It's now between 60 and 65.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the way this whole thing is, if you follow the world script, you're supposed to work until you're 60 or 65.
Yes.
During this time, you're supposed to be saving into your pension. And then when you're 60 or 65, a retiree,
Yes.
or some people tell me that it's not a good word to use, as you're a senior citizen, you're supposed to be getting a pension.
Yes.
And living on pension income.
Yeah, true.
And that pension income, during that time, you don't need to work. You're supposed to be enjoying life, having fun, the fun of your life.
Okay.
There are a couple of things that are not right with that whole story.
Okay.
Number one, which I find most interesting, what is the average lifespan in Africa? It's for men, 62 years. For women, 65 years. So if you retire between 60 and 65, how much more life is there for you to enjoy?
Wow, there's nothing.
Nothing. So it basically means you'll have such a short period of time. Beyond 65 is the grace. People say according to the Bible it's 70.
Yeah.
But we are saying average lifespan is 65. So beyond that point, every year is like a bonus. So like a bonus year. So how is it possible that we work all our lives only to enjoy 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 or even 15 years of our lives? That's one thing that I find there's something wrong with that.
Okay.
Number two, statistics show us that pension income only on average takes care of 30% of our lifestyle expenses at the point of retirement.
30%.
30%.
But traditionally, the way I've seen, when everyone got like a golden handshake or they retired, everyone started building. Like it was traditionally somebody retires and they start building their home in Ushago.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's also a good point you raise.
So if you're saying 30%, that means that you not even do the foundation of the dream home that you've been looking at.
You see, there are two ways when you're receiving your pension. You can receive a lump sum amount,
yeah,
or you can subscribe to what you call a drawdown.
Yes.
A drawdown, when I talk about 30%, is a drawdown, where you are getting 100,000 shillings a month, and now you want to translate you don't want to finish your entire pension in 1 year,
Yeah.
so you want to get it in drawdowns.
Yeah.
So that only can take care of about 30% of your living expenses. So you have a 70% gap to cover. So one of the major challenges for senior servants, not retirees, is they have no cash.
That's true.
They have no money.
And considering if you're going to put that into your house, you're actually at zero.
Now, if you receive a lump sum amount,
Yeah.
and you decide to build a house, you see what it's the lump sum amount tempts you, because many people, how many people have ever seen 1 million shillings together in their account? Very few people.
Yeah, that's true.
Very, very few people. So when you retire and all of a sudden you have 1 or 2 or 3 million shillings in your bank account, it can kind of give you the perception that you are rich, but you're really not, because this 3 million or 5 million or even if 10 million needs to take care of you for the rest of your life. So you need to plan for it very well.
Yeah.
So if you go and buy or build a house, then you've just destroyed the very seed that you needed to take you through your retirement years. So, but I don't want us to digress from the financial redemption topic.
That's true.
So, number one, there's something wrong about us enjoying life after 60.
Yes.
Or rather, only enjoying our lives after 60. There's something wrong about us depending on pension income, which will only take care of 30% of our expenses. So I think this we need to redefine retirement. Oh, sorry, there was a third issue also that we observed.
Okay.
The third issue was retirement meant that you stopped working.
True.
But when it is proven, when people stop working, they no longer have a purpose, and that leads them to die quickly.
Yeah, that has been scientifically proven, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there are 3 things that are very wrong about how we look at retirement today. So we had to rethink about retirement. We had to redefine what retirement is all about. And for us, this is our definition of retirement. You can see how excited I am.
Yes.
Retirement is when you get to do what you love to do every single day of the year. Let me repeat that again. Retirement is when you get to do what you love to do every single day of the year.
Wow.
So let me explain now the characteristic of this retirement compared to our traditional understanding of retirement.
Okay.
This retirement, our aim as Nabo is to make sure you retire as quickly as possible.
Okay.
That's one. Number 2, our definition of retirement means you are going to retire as quickly as possible, because now you have built a portfolio that is able to take care of all your living expenses and even surpass it.
So you're not restricted to age.
Age is not a factor in our retirement. Number 3, which is where age comes in, our kind of retirement, you don't need to stop working. The only thing that we care is that now you get to do what you love to do every single day of the year. That is now retirement. That is retirement. So
Okay.
we inverted the definition of retirement. Here, in the old school way of retirement, you're supposed to work for most of your life or slave for most of your life, then you enjoy the last 25% of your life, if not less. Here we are saying, we want you to slave for a short time of your life and get to work and enjoy your life for most of your life.
Okay.
Now, that is true retirement. Now, what am I saying? It means I actually, Pius could be working for Nabo Capital today,
Yes.
but actually, he has retired.
So you're just doing it
I
because
am
you
just
love.
doing because I love what I do. I love what I do. So I come
So
to work
my
not because I need to pay bills. I come to work not because I want to. If I don't do this,
Yeah.
things will collapse.
Yeah.
I come to work because I love doing this. I love helping my customers. I love changing their lives. This really is what gives me satisfaction. It's not about the money. It's about the purpose. Now, if Pius is living his purpose and is working in Nabo Capital, and he has sorted out his, this job doesn't have to be the one that pays his bills. He is a perfect definition of a retiree. The new definition of retirement. So this is what we want. And guess what? If we can be able to do this for many people, imagine the kind of stuff that would be working for you. Imagine people will be coming to work because they love what they do. Yeah? Not because they need to pay bills. So imagine the kind of impact they would have. Everywhere you go as a customer, you'd be wowed because people are really passionate about what they do. Now, that is what we call financial redemption. Why? Because we want to save you as much time as possible in your life so that to do what you love to do every single day of the year. That's financial redemption.
So mind-blowing.
That's what we are all about. That's what Nabo is all about. So I keep saying, we don't sell products.
Yeah.
I hate selling products. For us, what we really sell are solutions, investment solutions. You come with a neck pain, we'll treat the neck pain.
Yes.
If your child, what really satisfies is to help you take your kids to school.
Yeah.
And fund your education from the portfolios we manage for you. What we really enjoy is to walk the journey with you, to start the dream of owning a home, and we see you through until you actually call us for a house opening.
Yes.
What we really enjoy is to see real, tangible needs of people being met, because behind the scene, Nabo is the engine, helping families to meet these needs and to enjoy their lives.